So good morning students. Today our topic is perineum. First of all, what is perineum? Perineum is the lower end of pelvis between two thighs, upper part of two thighs. So this is male body here. This region here is perineum. This is the lower end of pelvis between two thighs. This is perineum. So what are the boundaries of perineum? So perineum is bounded anteriorly. In case of male, it is bounded anteriorly by scrotum. Scrotum we have removed here. Anteriorly it is bounded by scrotum. Posteriorly it is bounded by buttocks. And laterally the perineum is bounded by the upper part of medial side of thigh. Upper part of medial side of thigh. So these are the superficial boundaries of perineum. What are the deep boundaries of perineum? Deep boundaries of perineum are same as the outlet of pelvis. Same as the outlet of pelvis. That is anteriorly by arcuate ligament, laterally by ischiopubic rami. We have sacrotuberous ligament, and the posteriorly by the tip of coccyx. These are the deep boundary which are similar to the outlet of pelvis. So now this perineum, it is divided into two parts or two triangles by a transverse line which is passing between the two ischial tuberosity. The line passing between two ischial tuberosity will divide this perineum into two triangles. Anterior part is known as urogenital triangle. Anterior part is known as urogenital triangle, and the posterior triangle is known as anal triangle. Posterior part is known as anal triangle. So transverse line passing between two ischial tuberosity in front of anal canal, or this is anus. This region here, this structure here is anus, the opening of anus. So in front of anus, line passing between two ischial tuberosity. So in front of this we have urogenital triangle, and behind this we have anal triangle. So now what are the main contents of these two triangles? So in male urogenital triangle, the main content of urogenital triangle is root of penis. This root of penis is mainly formed by three structures. We have two corpora cavernosa. We have two corpora cavernosa above, and we have corpus spongiosum below. So this corpus spongiosum is traversed by urethra. This is corpus spongiosum is traversed by urethra. So in case of female, this is male body, but in case of female, this urogenital triangle, the main content of this triangle is clitoris, urethra and vagina. Clitoris, urethra and opening of vagina. Now coming to the muscles present in this urogenital triangle, we have this muscle in case of male. This is bulbospongiosum. This is bulbospongiosum. It is present over the corpus spongiosum. Corpus spongiosum. So posteriorly it is attached to the, this muscle is attached to the perineal body. Here somewhere is perineal body. So it lies over the corpus spongiosum. This is bulbospongiosus muscle. Other than this, in case of male, in urogenital triangle we also find this muscle here. As you can see, this muscle, this is coming laterally. This muscle is called ischiocavernosus. This is called ischiocavernosus. This lies over the crus of penis or corpus cavernosum of penis. So this is ischiocavernosus on both sides. This is also ischiocavernosus. So in male and female both, you will find ischiocavernosus, and also near the perineal body, you will find superficial transversus perenni muscle. You will find superficial transversus perenni muscle. So muscle present within the urogenital triangle, in case of male, bulbospongiosus, ischiocavernosus, we have superficial transversus perenni muscle. These are some muscles which are present in the urogenital triangle. Now this urogenital triangle, it contains two pouches or two spaces. We have superficial perineal pouch and we have deep perineal pouch. So this region visible here is the superficial perineal pouch. As we have removed the skin and fascia, so this area here is the superficial perineal pouch. This superficial perineal pouch is bounded superficially by Colles fascia. Superficially it was bounded by Colles fascia, and the deep boundary of this superficial pouch is perineal membrane. Perineal membrane is the triangular fibrous membrane, which is the inferior fascia of urogenital diaphragm. Now deep pouch is present above the perineal membrane, and this deep pouch is open superiorly. Deep pouch of perineum or the urogenital triangle is open above or superiorly. Now what are the contents of superficial triangle? As we have superficial perineal pouch, as we have discussed already, you may find root of penis, corpus spongiosum, which is covered by bulbospongiosus muscle. Near the perineal body we have bulb of penis. We have superficial transversus perenni muscle, ischiocavernosus muscle, which covers the crus of penis, or which covers the corpora cavernosa on both sides. What are the vessels, nerve and vessel present in this superficial perineal pouch? The main nerves are present posterior scrotal nerves. The arteries present in this region are the branches from the artery of penis. So these are some structure present within the superficial perineal pouch. Now what are the contents of deep perineal pouch? The main content of deep perineal pouch is the part of urethra in case of male, and part of urethra and part of vagina in case of female. Also you may find in case of male, in deep perineal pouch, you may find bulbourethral glands and sphincter urethrae muscle. Bulbourethral gland, sphincter urethrae muscle, and deep transverse perenni muscle. These are the contents of deep perineal pouch, which are not visible here yet. So we have discussed the contents of superficial and deep perineal pouch. I will repeat these contents again. So in case of male, superficial perineal pouch, it contains root of penis, which contains urethra within the corpus spongiosum, bulbospongiosus muscle covering the corpus spongiosum, bulb of penis, superficial perineal transversus muscles. And in case of females, we have clitoris, urethra, opening of vagina, and also the greater vestibular glands. So in case of female, you will also find greater vestibular glands. So in deep pouch, what are the main contents? In deep pouch you will find the main structure is part of urethra in case of male and part of urethra and vagina in case of females. Muscles you will find in deep perineal pouch, the sphincter urethrae muscles and also deep transverse perenni muscle. And In case of male, the bulbourethral gland are also present within the deep perineal pouch. So these are the contents of superficial and deep perineal pouch. So now we have a specimen of perineum here, mainly the specimen of ischioanal fossa. So this is the lower part of pelvis, as you can see here. This is the lower end of pelvis between up two thighs. This area is the perineum. This area is called perineum. So this is the urogenital triangle. We have discussed it already in the body. Now we will discuss here the posterior part of perineum, which is anal triangle. So this is the region of anal triangle here. You may see the main structure here present here is anus and anal canal, the opening of anal canal. So we have dissected here the surrounding structures of anal canal. So this is the anus or anal canal. So on the east side of anal canal there is present a wedge-shaped space or fossa, which is called ischioanal fossa. This fossa is mainly filled with fat. So this is here the wedge-shaped space or area. This is called ischioanal fossa. Now this ischioanal fossa, it is bounded inferiorly. It has a base and apex. Base is formed by skin and superficial fascia. Apex is formed by the joining of two fascias. One fascia is the obturator fascia, covering the obturator internus muscle on the lateral wall of pelvis. Other fascia is the inferior fascia of levator ani muscle. So both the joints on the lateral part of or lateral wall of pelvis and form the apex of ischioanal fossa. Now this ischioanal fossa is filled with fat. On the lateral wall of this ischioanal fossa, we may find a facial canal. This canal is called pudendal canal. This is called pudendal canal. So this is facial canal. This is called pudendal canal. This pudendal canal contains three structures. One is pudendal nerve, and we have internal pudendal artery and internal pudendal vein. So this pudendal canal contains pudendal nerve and internal pudendal vessels. Also, this ischioanal fossa contains the inferior rectal nerve and vessels. Inferior rectal nerve is the branch of pudendal nerve, and inferior rectal vessels are the branches from internal pudendal vessel, which are not visible here. These are already dissected along with fat. So these are the main contents of ischioanal fossa. So this is all about the ischioanal fossa. So in posterior triangle, which was anal triangle, you may find the anus and anal canal. So on the east side of anal canal, you will see this is ischioanal fossa, which is filled with fat. The base, which is formed by skin and superficial fascia. Apex, joining of two fascias. Medial boundary by fascia covering the external anal sphincter. And the lateral boundary by the obturator fascia covering the obturator internus muscle. And the main structure, the main content is pudendal canal containing pudendal nerve and internal pudendal vessels. Also you will find here inferior rectal nerve and vessels. So this is a brief about the ischioanal fossa. So this is the urogenital triangle on the anterior side. So you may find here, this is the root of penis. This is very good visible here. Now you can see above we have corpora cavernosa. This is one corpus cavernosus and these are two corpora cavernosa, and below we have corpus spongiosum, which is traversed by urethra. As you can see, this is the urethra here. So this is root of penis. This is very good visible here. On each side, structure are not dissected on this specimen, so we have already discussed in body. This is the root of penis. And female, you may find clitoris, urethra, and opening of vagina along with greater vestibular glands. So as you can see, this is anterior side. You may see the pelvic cavity here. This is very nicely visible here. So you can see the pubic symphysis. This is pubic symphysis, clearly visible here. These are the pelvic bones. Then we have lateral wall of pelvis, as you can see here. These are the loops of intestine you may find in the pelvic cavity. The other structure we have already removed here, the pelvic viscera. So you find the vessels, the branches and tributaries of iliac vessels, and various nerves supplying the pelvic viscera. So this is the pelvic cavity. As you can see, the coronal section. This is the coronal section of pelvis. So this is all about the today's lecture. Thank you so much.